I'm checking out my sounds, y'all.
Love it, man.
25 lighters on my dresser, yes sir. I got stuck, get paid, hey.
Big and it won't be limited. Go read a book, you illiterate. Tell about this, step up your vocab. Don't be surprised.
Patience to these false accusations. They faking the shaking because the money you making. Bricks.
They on the dresser, drive a compressor, top notch, get the most.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's your host, Drake, B Drake with Everything Culture. And this Sunday, or whenever you may be listening to this, we are back with another Sunday Night Live where we talk about what's been going on in society and our community, with our guests, with Everything Culture in total. And yeah, we are happy to have y'all here tonight. Um, Either or whenever you listen to this, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're gonna be with y'all for a little bit, give you a little about 15 minutes to 30 minutes of our good conversation. But we once again greatly appreciate y'all being here with us. How y'all been? How's it going? I don't know if you can see this on Facebook or you can see this on TikTok or you can see this on the tube. We are streaming from StreamYard at the moment. I know we're a little bit late. Bear with us. We're still bearing through this blizzard or cold or this storm that we're dealing with right now. And I am just soaking in a lot that's been happening over the past, week. We can just say week. A lot has happened. The week of, what would it be? The 18th. Am I doing my math correctly? From the 18th to the 25th. And I'm just absorbing. I'm praying and I'm letting God sort things out and speak to me and what my next steps are in life, within my career, within my family, within my creative spaces, and what he wants me to do, what he wants me to say. And it's like I'm bringing it all to him. Okay. First and foremost, I'm bringing it all to him. Because if what people say, if you haven't been on the rock, you would know this is more than politics, in my opinion. I'm looking at so many disturbing actions and behaviors and thoughts. And last week we were talking about separation, and I've been seeing it even more clearer. It's like the enemy is ruling. The principality is showing, and the enemy is all throughout it. You feel me? And I'm gonna have to clean some things up in my life. I have to take accountability of self and what I engage with, who I engage with, the type of conversations I have with folks. I believe I'm doing a good job. I think I got to do a better job and be more diligent on who do I allow space for, and how they will try to control space and control narratives right in front of us. We always talk more after we do the streaming and things of that nature because of professional reasons, but it's not good, y'all. This is not good. This is not normal. It shouldn't be normal. If you want this to be normal, I don't want your normal to be my normal. We have two different interests in life and two different sets of morals, and your ideology that you express, you share, is not what you think you share. I want to be clear about that. And if you feel some type of way about it, good. It's meant for you. It's meant for you. I seen what's happening in Minnesota, LA, seeing what happened online, happening in more communities if we're seeing it online, we're seeing, that's just, I always say, whatever you may see a lot more is probably happening. a lot of folks are probably not speaking out. A lot of people are scared to live their lives safely, rather than being documented, undocumented, a criminal or not. It's really heartbreaking. So, what are we doing as a society? What are we doing as a people? What are we doing as a family? What are we doing as a community? What are we doing as individuals? And my question for tonight is, are we paying attention? Are we really paying attention to what's happening? Or we just have our fingers in our ears going, I ain't trying to hear. Just getting I'll make sure to like the live, leave a comment, chop it up with us, leave your opinions. Once again, remember the pillars: respect, communication, and consistency. Now, don't forget those. But I've had conversations with some folks, and when they make a certain side of why people shouldn't do that, and then let's talk about a video. Let's do the play by play, and where did this person make a mistake? And when people, I don't want to see the video again. Why? Because that's why I'm like, are people really sitting down and being attentive what is happening right now? Are people really are people listening to other people? Like, for instance, don't ever take whatever I say as gold, okay, or platinum and diamonds. Go and do your own research, okay? I'm not gonna get mad. Come and educate me about something if I'm missing it. But when some folks are like, well, this is what happened, this, and this, and I'm like, where did you get that from? Oh, that's what they said. Who's they? And it's not just one person. This has been numerous people. What are we talking about? But when I can show folks like, okay, this is what's happening, this is why it's happening. Like, this is the reaction that's the reaction that is seen as what happened. But this shouldn't be normal. That shouldn't happen. That's the biggest thing I tell people. This shouldn't happen. This is illegal. This is not part of what we do as in our lives as citizens, as individuals, as human beings. And what's happening in Philly, are we paying attention to that? I try to share it on my lives and things of that nature to make sure people are aware of what's taking place. But are we aware that what's happening in Philadelphia right now with Black history monuments are being taken down? Mm. And if you're not aware, it's okay. It's no shame to you. I'm just asking the question: are we aware of what's happening? Because it's happening. It truly is. And how can we? What are we doing about it? Like, I truly sit on. I may reshare this series. Some of y'all may remember our Black History series that we did with Shan with She Gets It Pod. Oh, that was some good talks right there. That was some good conversation. That was some great audio. And of course, great visuals. Okay. But Shan being, how do we say, first generation Jamaican American, if you want to say that. Okay. And her and I used to go back and forth at time. She used to say, and I used to be like, hey, she used to say, like, why do we still need Black history? It should just be part of history. And as a person who understands the reason for Black history, and I'm like, the reason is still here. They don't want us to know our Black history. So we have to force it. And if we'll take a month for everybody that's the main premise of focus for it. It doesn't mean we have to stop doing it, because Black history is 365. But we have to be mindful. They will take it all away from us. The month once again, Black history started as a week and it got turned into a month. If we can make it Black History Quarter to Black History Year, we have to keep moving on that too. Hey Jaya, welcome in. And once again, that is something I'm trying to tell people. I'm seeing it happen right in front of our faces, right in front of our in my timeline. And but are we paying attention? Are y'all paying attention to it? Because Philly's one of the first places. Uh, In the state of Texas. Did y'all know? With Juneteenth has always been a holiday. Rather, like that, once again, that's my culture. I can go on and on about it. If you're new here, I am a Juneteenth baby. Okay. My favorite holiday. It was forced to be my favorite holiday as a child. The reason I didn't like Juneteenth as a kid because it was so hot. And my family forced us to go. We had to go to the parade. We had to do that. I ain't, I appreciate it as an adult, but as a kid, I like, Lord, it's too hot. Middle of June in Texas, in Taos. Oh goodness. But I peeped that if you look at the state of Texas holidays, they have something called I believe they instituted it last year, Confederates holiday. What do they call it? Confederate Heroes Day. We celebrating the Confederacy now? When we start doing that? As this what? Are we paying attention? Are we paying attention? Oh, hold on. Listen, I'm not seeing all my comments on the tube. Let me see something. I see Jaya. I don't see somebody just messaged me saying they leaving comments. Let me see. I ain't seen nothing yet. I'm sorry. If you leave a comment and I miss it, if you got my number, send me a text. I'll answer it one way or another. We're seeing snubs happening. It's something that it's nothing new, but it's getting worse. That's why I'm attentive of once again. And I wanna enjoy the bread and circus. Okay, I want to enjoy the fun stuff. I want to just dull my mind and not be a responsible thinker or individual. I want to do that at times. Y'all. I don't want to be getting on here and talking about all this stuff that is not rainbow and sunshine and rainbows, but sometimes we have to do it. Agree. Some people never stop celebrating Confederacy, but on a federal or state level, though. How we do that? How we do that? How we do that? So, but that's a conversation we usually have behind the scenes and things of that nature. But are we paying attention? Black, I would love for my folks. I'm gonna send this. Oh, let me for TikTok. If y'all looking for me on TikTok, it'll be a while. I am not going. Let me see if I can get on. Let's see. Because I'm not. Listen, TikTok has been fully bought. It's been purchased, and now they're doing the rollover and the acquisition. And within that acquisition, the new terms and conditions came out, and you have to agree to the terms and conditions before you can really log in your account. But I think I'm finding ways to get around that. So let me see if they let me in right here because I'm not going to sign that. Right, I'm not going to agree with that. If I do, I have to do it through something else that's not my phone, like the computer, and I got to start moving my vids to different places. Because are we paying attention? Did y'all read the terms and agreement? Like, take that application was a place I was getting some moolah from. Now they're making it seem like it's and I saw it going in this direction. They're making TikTok more like you can win a prize. You can't just get paid off of your content or people paying attention to you anymore. They like we got to get paid. It used to be like everybody can get money, but not anymore. It's been past that. So I just have a little bit of trouble with me agreeing for the same thing. I let go CapCut years ago. Well, a year ago. Yeah. Because it was more like, oh, we're going to use your likeness. We're going to use you. And you just got to get over it. Yeah. I'm like, man, I never been comfortable being bullied by anybody or anything. And that's what it feels like. It feel like a bunch of this is the year or the quarter for the bully. Okay. This is the time where if you have a disregard for other humans, other people, rights, privileges, and freedom, this is the time for you. That's what it feels like. This is feel like the villain arc. Okay, the villains are, if you read comic books, if you're a nerd like myself, occasionally they have when the villain is like, this is that Thanos will win. The villain will win from time to time. They may not win overall. But this is the time the villains are flexing right now. They are showing they muscle. They are showing their jagged teeth. The fangs are out right now. And that's what I'm looking like. Okay, you got to rebrand your content. You got to do this. You got to do that. I miss my folks. I have fun. You want to have fun, and that's what goes back to you want to have fun. But when you being extorted, what's the fun in that? The bread and circus. You got to put people in a honeymoon phase, make them lull them into that sense of comfort and quote unquote joy. Then boom, the whole time robbing them, the whole time you're abusing them, you're hurting them. And as long as they feel a little bit of fun, more fun than they feel hurt, it's okay until you take away that fun and there's no coming back. What is it with the parable about the frog and the boiling water? You don't turn the heat on high, all the way on high. You got to turn it up slowly where they don't feel the water boiling, the water getting hotter. But by the time they feel it's hotter, their limbs are already numb. It's too late. You cooking, baby. That's what it feels like on social media. And this is a citizen, but like they're making you feel that false sense of security. Everything's okay. And I know we don't want to hear this. I've been trying to avoid a lot of this stuff for a minute. Y'all know. I will talk about little ditties. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about that. But sometimes we gotta sit down and we paying attention. Hello, Sharon. So like right now, like with your views and the people what we're talking about is being suppressed. You pay attention to the news will show you one thing. The some people want me to, the people who are in charge. I'm gonna use that terminology right now. Are telling us lies right to our face. But are you paying attention? Are we paying attention? I had a conversation with a loved one, and I know I love if they watch this. This is with love, Ken folks. This is with love, my people. That they brought something to my they were sharing their thoughts about something, and they were excited about this. But I was in that point where you're being misguided, and it hurt to see somebody you love to be misguided, And I wasn't in that moment of patience as I usually am. I wasn't there. Okay, I was in a position it's like, what the hell are you talking about? But I didn't have enough patience to be. Let me show you the fallacy in your thought, the fallacy in what you've been taught. Okay, where are you getting these stuff from? And I think that hurts, but I am human, and I said I gotta take time for myself too. I wasn't in the mood for it. And when you start pointing out, if people invest time into anything, learning, cooking, food, and somebody come through and be like, ugh, what is this? Once again, respect, communication, consistency. That may not have been too respectful. I wasn't consistent on that. I ain't gonna lie. I felt disrespected too because I am passionate about my Lord and Savior. I'm passionate about my faith, and I understand if somebody don't know, but if somebody know, and choose just not to believe, or just something. A lot of people out here are searching. I say that too. I'm searching myself, but I hope I'm not rambling. That's something I'm gonna come back to. I hope I'm not rambling. I hope I'm making sense. It's just a lot of the blind leading the blind here. And I mean that across all scopes. It could be a book right in front of you, and you want to ignore the book. Forget the book now. It could be a video, evidence right in front of you. You don't want to even pay attention to the video. I know AI is crazy now too. That's another conversation. Are we paying attention? Are you paying attention? But you can see something in reality, and people will choose not to believe it. People will lie to your face. Gaslighting at its finest. So what do you do? Do you feel like you have control? Do you feel like you have any sense of influence? Do you want to deal with it? Is it your fight? So many different ways we can go about it. I'm just trying to make it better each day while I can. That's what I try to focus on. But going back a little bit, January, this is the last week of January. 2026 it's already happening, y'all. 5 more months until I hit the big. No. Yeah, 5 more. No, 6 months. About to be 6 months, but I hit the big 4-0. Okay. But next month is Black History Month. It's February, y'all. What do y'all want to do for February for our everything culture people? I try to do it big for Black History. I usually feel like February is really the new year for us. Okay. Oh, and listen, Christian say she has chosen to dissociate. And I understand that. I understand it. I completely understand it. But with Black History coming, how are we going to recognize it together? Anybody, any posts y'all want me to say? Anybody I want to talk about? Anybody y'all want me to research or anything? This was a lot of work. Okay, this is a lot of work, but I'm gonna put it in because I think this is needed more than ever. I think I highly believe with what we're seeing now and why Black History is this whole month, this week, whatever, this reason for the season is needed. The reason is more prevalent than ever. So let's come together. I'm gonna try to reach out to some of my people, see if they want to do anything, and maybe even do a little giveaway or something. I don't know. Happy hour, meet up. We're gonna figure something out. But I really want to make this as important. Make sure people recognize our history, especially after going to the Black History Museum. I think we're going to be doing another Black History tour at another predominantly Black or very historical Black town. Me and the missus, we're going to be doing that all year round. So we're excited about that. That's something that we determined that we want to make that change and come about for that too. So yeah, it's a lot going on. And I would love to do it with y'all. I'm upgrading some of the material. I love Courtney. But we got to start being more intentional. And I understand we may dissociate. That's part of dealing with some of the things, but we got to lock in on some of these things, twin. Not saying you have to go out and get in the streets yourself, anything of that nature. But don't feel like you're hopeless. Don't feel like you're by yourself. Take your breather, take your breath, and let's get back in it together. Okay? Because everything culture, this is the reason I started this platform. Is needed more than ever too. I know when we first started, me and my partners, I never forget, they were wanted to talk more about They wanted to be, what did they say? They want to be like the Breakfast Club. I like, ew, the Breakfast Club, gross. There's a lot of people want to be like that. Hello, Bambi Rose. What's up? What's up? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We here. We gonna be on for another. Let me, where's the timer at? We got 5 minutes, baby. Good to see you too. I'm trying to think, but it's to that point where, you know, our mission statement. I was thinking about you earlier too, T. How where you been? Who posted a picture of you? I'm sorry, y'all. This is one of the A1 day ones of the show. Actually, Trishayla or Bambi Rose was when I was talking about when I started this. Was one of the first, her and her homegirls, one of the first ones when we started to transition more intentionality to the makings of you. Okay, I gotta have you back on for that too. You know, it ain't got a little bit sweeter. It's over 100 different people interviewed. But for instance, it's we got a space and time now where it's been so, it's like the opposite is happening. Like we should be making progress, but we're digressing so much as a people. But I don't like coming in complaining. I'm more of a doer than a complainer. And that's why we're here. That's why I hop on live with y'all. That's why I share my, views online. Some may be funny. Some of y'all just to come for the beard and the eyes and the lips. Thank y'all for coming too. It's appreciated. But are we paying attention? Are we listening? Are we watching? Not just hearing me. Not just sneak a peek. Are you really paying attention? It's a lot of knowledge, and my goal is to try to bring a lot more people on the show with a little bit more sense. I'm not with, and I got them on here too. Just more people. Okay. More people to have a lot more impact, more intentionality. We love to have fun. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes you got to put the play down. Sometimes you got to take serious. Sometimes we got to feed ourselves something better. Oh, that's the other thing. My partner talking about, listen, I have to talk about I want y'all to do your homework. Listen to the song YMCA. And before we look, we got a few more minutes. What does YMCA stand for? I had a friend hit me up about that. Share some misinformation. And I'm like, y'all know how I feel about misinformation. And yes, we on the yard right now, Jay. I ain't gonna be on too long. I'm gonna see once again. I'm surprised that TikTok's working for me because I ain't signing them agreements. Once again, if I sign them agreements, listen, I'm gonna try to do more on IG. I'm gonna try to do more on the book. I'm gonna try to I do not like Facebook. I'm gonna try to be more on YouTube as well. I have to start diversifying my content. But just gotta do, TikTok was comfortable. It was. But I can't let comfortable stop my growth. That's a big block. Yeah, I was the frog. I was getting too comfortable. Look at it. Look, revelation. I was getting too comfortable on this one app, and the water was getting hotter and hotter, and now the water's boiling. But I'm still able to jump out. I'm mad because I do like taking hot bubble baths, but the point is, I can't let this keep me down for long. Oh yeah, and if you need a link again, I will send y'all the link. I'm gonna start a Discord. That's the other thing. I'm gonna start a Discord where we can reach out and communicate with one another. My homegirl Shan ain't here right now, but I want Shan to hear this. I'll make sure, like when we do this Discord, discomfort is a catalyst for growth. Say that, then Bambi. I'm gonna call you Bambi since your name is Bambi right here. But but Shan would take over your chat. If Shan start the posting, Lord, Shan, listen, that girl is a content queen. She would put stuff out and put like herself and put stuff out at others. She is non-stop with. I know your phone back. Your watch time on your phone at least 18, 19 hours a day at least minimum. Okay. But but that's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. I'm gonna try to put some more merch out as well. Some people hit me back for hoodies. Hope all of y'all are safe. Hope all of y'all are comfortable. If this storm, I hope this storm ain't hit you bad. I'd rather for us to be overly prepared than stuck out or in a worse position. I hope your families are doing well. I hope you are in a comfortable and safe space in life and you're making growth in life as well. I do some quick shout outs. Shout out to my aunt Brenda. This is my, she got my auntie mom. She raised me. Y'all should, if you really know everything culture, you really want to get to know me, you should recognize this. I was taken in by my aunt when I was in 8th grade and halfway through the year and raised through high school and love her for life. She's crazy, but I love her for life. Her birthday was yesterday. She hit 75. Don't even look at it all. This look great. Okay. Healthy, what's up, Simba? And blessing to be here. Shout out to, of course, the missus, always doing great in this world, achieving more and more every day. I would say shout out. Who else do we on here? Shout out to Joy. Joy is consistently making impacts by sharing her life and sharing herself in a perspective. I wish she would do it more. I tell her all the time, you have the juice. You just got to squeeze. That's it. Okay. Shout out to Brittany Lofton. She's doing great with her social media content as well as her faith journey. Shout out to Brittany. Episode coming soon. She was on House Hunters International recently. They made my girl into a villain almost on the show, but that is her definitely with her indecisiveness. Shout out to my nephew, little cousin, how you want to call him, man. Michael or Cam. That boy, he made the dean's list his first year in college. I know some people may not feel like that's a big deal. That's a huge deal to me. As a young man, and especially young man in my family, I'm proud of him. Okay, proud of you, man. And rest in peace to my Aunt Gwen, my Aunt Brenda's twin, the mother of Carlos and Marquette. Love you. Think about you every day. I wish I could have had this while you were here. I wish I would have stepped out and it wasn't on my mind at the time, but if I could have interviewed you, Lord, that would have painted such a stronger picture of my life and my family. But once again, no regrets, because I tell people all the time, you love your folks. Don't wait to love them when they're gone. Shout out to Baylor. Rest in peace, his grandmother. He has a loss in his family. Y'all check on our brother. If you're hearing this right now, you know that man. Call him, tell you love him, send him a joke, send him some love, man. He needs it. We all need something, man. We are human. We can't operate in this world without others. Okay. Let's think about community minded. Put these little petty differences aside. We ain't got to talk to each other every day. But once again, respect go a long way. But we appreciate y'all for being here, swinging by. We'll be back next Sunday for sure. Okay. Maybe another day this week. Brother been busy, but been blessed overall. But yeah, we'll talk to y'all later. Have a great one. Good night.